Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings be unto the hopeful elect, pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe in the sincere hopes of being delivered in these last days. All right. Now, this is going to be a fairly brief video, and it's inspired by this website, this company website that you see here loaded up on the screen. Now, this website goes by the name of herfantasybox.com. All right. And this company is basically, in a nutshell, is dedicated to vaginal hygiene. All right. Now, what drew my attention, to this company website is the fact that I kept seeing, adverts online, either on YouTube or, TikTok, so on and so forth, advertising, this product that you see here on the screen. But what really, stuck out to me concerning, this company is the fact that it was specifically marketed to the so-called black woman. All right. It was specifically marketed to the so-called black woman, and any advert that I seen, any clip that I seen promoting this product, it was always utilizing a black woman to push it. All right, so that's what made me actually look up the actual website, all right, and delve deeper into this. Now, there's testimonies on here, as you can see, and as you can see from the images, these all appear to be so-called black women. All right. These all appear to be so-called black women, all right? You're going to see very few white women, all right, in the advertising and pushing of this product, all right? And it wouldn't surprise me if the actual company belonged, to a so-called black woman, which proves the point even more that, as we've been saying, beginning with, the apostles on down, all right? Isaiah chapter 3 concerning, specific curses that will be upon our women, all right, is in full effect and has been, in full effect for the longest time, all right? You can't tell me that the Holy Bible, all right, is not a prophetic book, all right? You can't tell me that the Holy Bible is not a prophetic book. Because everything that's happened unto the women of our nation, unto the men of our nation, unto the nation of Israel in general, concerning you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, is documented in the Holy Bible, all right? And the curses are documented in the Holy Bible, and our people are living the curses and have lived a great portion of the curses up until this very day. All right. So the Holy Bible is a prophetic book. All right. And that's the main reason why I have chosen to highlight, this particular company and Lord willing, bring out some edification in the scriptures and how it relates to this whole situation, because I have these videos that are downloaded from their TikTok page. All right. And you just hear, the things that they're saying and how shameless, these women are. These women, concerning their attitude and how they are, they fit, all right? They fit, Isaiah 3, all right? They fit, the curses that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai put upon our women, okay? Their attitude fits, okay? So once again, the Holy Bible is a prophetic book. And this, again, proves, all right, that the Israelites are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man, all right? Because, again, the curses fit you perfectly to a T. The curses don't fit, the small hat woman. All right? The curses don't fit, the small hats at all. The curses fit you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So in this lesson, we're going to zone in on these particular curses, in Isaiah 3. And, Lord willing, like I said before, bring out some edification in relation to that, all right? So first, I'm going to play some of these videos, all right? I'm going to play some of these videos and, through the Spirit, I'll pause, move to other videos, and then, we'll get some scriptures, man, all right? So without further delay, let me play this first video. And just listen to the things that are said, all right? And listen to how shameless, these women are.
Okay, y'all, so it's time to talk about BV and boric acid. We don't have to act perfect for social media. You can get BV from anything. Or diet, he could be cheating. Your panties could be too tight. So what boric acid does is you insert it into your pocketbook. Let's call it a pocketbook. So you insert it into your pocketbook, and overnight, it literally flushes and cleans out all the bad bacteria.
So what she's talking about is boric acid, all right, which is basically, from what I know, it's a type of salt, all right? And as we know, salt, acts as a purification tool, all right? So she's actually talking about putting this salt that you buy from this store inside the vagina in order to purify the vagina, okay? This is what they're talking about. So why would you need to do that, all right? Why would you need to do that, and why is this marketed specifically at the so-called black woman? All right, this is very revealing, because this shows you that so-called black women in general are dealing with this problem on a heavy scale. All right, black women in general, all right, the Israelite woman, all right, specifically, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, are dealing with this problem on a heavy scale. All right, for them to actually make a company that's targeting you so-called black women concerning vaginal health, that is very, very telling, man. All right, and it's very shameful as well. But you have these women, they're trying to treat it, nonchalantly, all right? And they're trying to basically, when you watch some of the videos, they're trying to make mirth of it and trying to water it down. But no, this is a serious problem, all right? And again, this is an identifying mark as to who you really are. All right. And it's a shameful identifying mark, but an identifying mark nonetheless that was put there by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right.
And get your pocketbook to smell like nothingness, water, fresh. So I got these boric acid suppositories from Her Fantasy Box. They are called Fresh and Clean, and it says the secret to a healthy pocketbook promotes a balanced and healthy pH. It's better to do it at night, so then when you wake up, everything's flushed out and clean and you're ready to go. In the beginning, I used to do that, but now I put one in and leave the house because I don't care. It really doesn't matter, but it's best to do it at night. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel ashamed at all. Be confident and love your body, girl.
No, she said don't feel ashamed. Don't feel ashamed and be confident. Well, you know what? That was put on you so you would feel ashamed. All right? That was actually put on you so you would feel ashamed, man. Okay? You're supposed to feel ashamed because that's not right. In the kingdom, that's not going to be the case. All right? In the kingdom, our women are not going to have this problem. This is a curse. All right? This is an actual curse. All right? Now, you know what? Let's jump straight to Isaiah 3. All right? And let's start from the let's start from around the 16th verse. Yep. And it says, Judah's women, the title, it says, Judah's women denounced. And that's exactly what's happened unto our women. All right. They've been denounced. And here it says a warning to Jerusalem. So it says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet, all right? And you can't tell me that's not the so-called black woman, all right? And we've been bringing out these precepts for years, okay? Years, We've been bringing out these precepts, beginning with Elder Apostle Tahar and down. This is the nature of the so-called black woman, all right, that we're reading right here in Isaiah chapter 3. Now, verse 17 says, therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. All right, now this is making mention to their hair. Okay, the Lord is going to smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. All right, and that's why our women in particular, all right, the women of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all right, they cannot grow hair for the life of them. Okay, it's very, very rare to come across a so-called black woman, or a woman of the tribes, of those 3 tribes especially, all right, and actually encounter them with, a full head of healthy hair. It's very rare, and that's because of the curse that Yahweh Shem Yahushua put on them, man. So the Lord took away their glory, because a woman's glory is what? Is her hair. Okay, so that is a curse. Verse 18, in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their cords and their round tears like the moon. And it says the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings, and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, all right? Which in the NLT it says party clothes, gowns, capes, and purses, all right? Now verse 23 says the glasses, the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils. So this is basically going into, the Lord stripping them of all of that costly array that they once had. Okay, all of them beautifying, enhancing, ornaments and, things that, women use to beautify themselves. The Lord has stripped them of it. Okay. Verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of, and here's the point, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. Okay? And that goes into, among other things, the vagina. Okay? Instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink. And in general, our women, a woman is supposed to smell good. All right? When you, walk past a woman or you're in the presence of a woman, you're supposed to smell, a real pleasant and delightful smell. Okay? Especially, coming from a woman. Okay? But nowadays, that's not the case. All right? Even if they layer on, perfume, you can still smell under that perfume. You can smell a stink there, man. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to every single so-called black woman. Okay? But the mass majority of them, this is the case, man. And that's a curse. And again, that's an identifying mark. Okay? That curse is an identifying mark as to who, you are as a nation of people, man. Because that curse, that is real. All right? And I know there's thousands of brothers that can attest to this, man. We've experienced this. Okay? We've actually experienced these things, man. Okay? So it says, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent going into their shape. Okay? Being overweight, obese, not having, a good figure. When you really, look at the figure, of the so-called black woman, it has gone way downhill. Okay? Way downhill, man. Okay? The so-called white woman's figure puts you to shame. All right? It used to be so-called white women that used to envy so-called black women because of their shape. That has actually, those times are gone, man. All right? You be seeing so-called white women out here, they be having a better shape than you so-called black women. And that's a fact. Okay? So the Lord is completely, taking the so-called black woman out of the marketplace, man. Okay? And I believe it was Elder Apostle Tahar it was either the last camp just gone or last week, all right, where Elder Pastor Tahar made the statement regarding how the so-called black woman is the least, desired woman, in the dating market, roughly paraphrasing what he said. And that's 100% true, man. All right? That is 100% true. Most time, you see a black woman, she's always on her own. She's always single. Okay? She's not desired. All right? Because she's not feminine. All right? She doesn't have, feminine traits. She doesn't embody femininity. She embodies, a masculine spirit. And don't know man, want to deal with a woman that is trying to compete with you on the masculinity chart, man. That don't make no sense. Okay? And that's why they're the least desirable out here, man. The so-called black woman. And again, these are curses. And these are identifying marks as to who you are. All right? So again, it says, and it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, boldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty, all right? And even considering, beauty, concerning our women, you can just imagine, how beautiful, our women would have been in the ancient world, all right? But times have changed, Times have changed, man. Unless a so-called black woman, puts on a weave or a wig and, piles on that makeup, there is really no natural beauty. And again, this ain't talking about all so-called black women. This is talking about the mass majority, and I do mean the mass majority. Okay? Every day, you go outside, you're not going to see, a so-called black woman, in her raw element. All right? Just, without makeup and, weave, so on and so forth. Just, naturally looking the way she looks. All right? Because again, women need hair to feel beautiful. Okay? Because that is their glory. So if a woman doesn't have long hair, she really doesn't have beauty, man. Straight up. Men desire women with long hair. And women know that, all right? And that's why they wear them weaves, man. All right, so that's what I wanted from there. Let me go back to these videos.
Love y'all. Mwah. I got these work.
Here's the next one.
Coochie gonna stink sometimes. It is what it is.
And these videos are all from this company, all right? So this is who they market to.
Coochie gonna stink sometimes. It is what it is.
Now this is another treatment that they have, all right? Fights bacteria, reduces inflammation, natural ingredients, eliminates vag odor. Okay? This is terrible, man. All right? This is an all-time low.
I believe there's...
And you got Nick Cannon here. All right? They put this clip up. It says, Nick Cannon says 80% of women need assistance when it comes to female hygiene. All right? And again, the mass majority of those women in the 8% is going to be the so-called black woman, man. Okay? Straight up. So check this out.
I believe there's about 80% of women that probably need assistance when it comes to female hygiene.
You got
and there's this magnificent 20% that have no smell.
I think I'm part of the 2% because I definitely agree with
20 is a 20.
I'm narrowing it down.
But even
because
because
I'm at the top of that 20%.
And those are the keepers. Those are the keepers. Those are like, yo, spread out through, like,
And you know what? All of them women know it's true, man. All right? All of them know it's true, and they getting cut. All right? What he said, was a true statement. All right? What he said was a true statement. 80% of women need assistance when it comes to female hygiene. But what they don't understand is it goes deeper than hygiene. This is actually a curse from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? This is a curse from the Lord. Let's pull that back a bit.
20% that have no smell.
I think
and
I'm
it's
part of
fresh.
the 2% because I definitely agree with
20, 20, it's
No,
a 20.
I'm narrowing it down.
But even
because
because
I'm at the top of that
there's-
20%.
and those are the
We up here
keepers.
with that 10%.
Those are the
And let me
keepers.
tell
Those
you,
are like, yo, fresh out the like
I'm
sitting
telling
in
you,
the
if
shower.
I
It
stick
was
my-
amazing.
If I
Yes,
stick,
that's me.
I could
That's
swirl
not
around
normal.
You swirl
and
around.
like, it's gonna be a nice
That's
taste and
amazing.
everything.
That's amazing, but that's not normal.
Well, it's
I
normal
think
for me.
it's normal.
If you eat a lot of fruits.
Trust me.
It's normal for women
But I
like
guess
us
men would
who
know
are
better
aware of
than I
themselves.
would.
And this
A
is
lot
the
of
thing.
women aren't aware of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of these women, you know, they try and normalize, you know, a woman having a vagina that smells, you know, trying to pass it off saying it's natural. And no, it's not natural. Yeah, that's not how things are supposed to be. All right, that's disgusting. All right, that's not normal. All right, a woman's vagina is supposed to have a sweet smell. Even when you go into the book of Esther, all right, it even goes into, you know, the oils, all right, how women would, be prepared and soaked in, oil of myrrh, so on and so forth before they can go and see the king, all right, because the king doesn't want to adore with no woman that has a foul smell on her, okay? So that's proof of that also. I think that's Esther, the 2nd chapter. And another reason why you women, have that issue as well is because you wear trousers. All right. And the women are not supposed to wear trousers. And let's get that in Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. Now it says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power. All right. So a woman is not supposed to wear, trousers. All right. Especially tight jeans that these women be wearing. All right. That's why they get a lot of yeast infections. Okay. The Lord is made your body a specific way for a reason. All right. You go and put on trousers. You don't give your private parts, a chance to breathe, and you conjuring up, all of that, bacteria and yeast infection. That's why you have all of these problems. All right. That's why there's a market now, all right, to aid these women with natural oils, concerning their odor, of their vagina. All right. That's a shameful thing. That is a very shameful thing, man. And it's an abominable thing too. Okay, because that's not how, women are supposed to be, man. All right. Now let's go back to the video.
And maybe,
But you hear
present
this,
company
ladies?
excluded. We talk about this all the time. Do y'all know when y'all stinking up the room? Like,
Never stunk up a room.
because
Damn.
What's wrong with you? No, I should be asking what's wrong with you. What you doing these? Girl, me and Eugene's had a long weekend, so look, on Friday we went.
So these are like, the comical, adverts that they be doing, trying to make light, of the situation. All right. And here's another one.
Why is it already stinking? Oh my goodness! It already stink! Oh my!
Come on, man. This is an all-time low. All right. This is undeniable. All right. This is undeniable. And, this is biblical prophecy, man. That you women, you women, all right, you need to be changed, man. You need new bodies, man. Like we all need new bodies, not just the women, all right. But I'm highlighting this, all right, because this is what, the Spirit has wants to come out, man. This is what the Spirit wants to come out concerning you women. Just like Esau, Edom, you women are also being exposed. All right, because you're very proud, you're out of order, even though you have all of these issues, man. You would think that you would have, some humility to you going through all of this bullshit, but you don't. All right. And that's why, these curses, have overtaken us as a nation of people, man. And again, these serve as signs as to who we are as a nation of people. Let's get that in Deuteronomy 28. All right, here it is. And this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46, and it reads, "And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." All right. So these curses, all right, that will put upon our people, all right, they serve as a sign. They serve as an identifying mark as to who we are as a nation of people. So if you will, you can say, it's a gift and it's also a curse. All right. It's a gift and a curse. All right. Yeah, we have to go through it. All right. And it's going to affect us in a negative way. However, it's also a sign and an identifying mark as to who we are as a nation of people, being the chosen of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, being the special people, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, above all people that are upon the face of the earth, okay, which is a beautiful thing, man, all right, and it just shows you how, our power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, really gets down, all right, and that's why he is, ultimately these are punishments upon us, man. And it goes into that in let's get it right quick in Amos, the 3rd chapter, all right, from the top. Now this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1, and it reads, "Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities," man. So because the Lord is dealing with us and loves us and has separated us from the other nations, all right, and made us special, all right, unto himself, that's why he punishes us for our iniquities, man, all right? So, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kudash, So I'm going to cut it off there. Lord willing, this brief lesson was edifying. And until the next time, I'll say Shalom.